opening kickoff.
It's so simple. Ball security, so important in a game like this.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Chubb again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
43. Mahomes going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on top able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pierre Strong, his target out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down, a run with Strong. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run again on first down. Chubb. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mahomes now on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he gets it down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 48 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Mahomes will throw for it. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. On the slant, this is Chark. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 36 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first down, Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On the jump. Pat the street. Pat the street.
They'll run with Strong, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. One more time with Strong. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Completes it to Hardman. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 43! 43!
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Chubb running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From way up at the 23.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got a sense to pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously, a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And Sharp calls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Chiefs 38. Patriots 31.
So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.